Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another live stream with Rick. How you doing tonight? Trying to fit my big head in there. Let me pull this back a little so I get more of my studio in here. Then good to see you guys. I was just playing my little Martin. It's just a Martin backpacker. I don't know if you ever seen these before. They're kind of cool. They're good to take out to the park, which I'll be doing this whole operation out in the summer. I'm going to take it out to the parks here in Seattle. I'm going to try and talk a little louder until I get a new microphone. I'm doing the best I can with the equipment I have, so bear with me. So check it out. I turn this canvas sideways. I rarely do this. And guess what that means? That means I'm going to have a lot of extra sky to work with. So I have to create some cool clouds up there today. This might be cool. And if you've seen my lives before, you know I like to paint on the fly. I don't have any clue what I'm going to do. All I know is I'm going to sketch it out with some dark color here to get going. Let's just call the horizon about in here somewhere. There we go. That gets us started. Okay. I feel like I want to have like I like doing a river. I like doing rivers. Do do do. But I'm thinking I want it to cut across like maybe a winding river would be cool, like really winding, like nah, that'll take too long. Let me start with the mountains and we'll go from there. So I think I'll have my vanishing point somewhere in this vicinity here. So what I'm gonna do, I'll start a mountain peak here. Just like that. And then I want to kind of have them getting larger this way. So it looks like they're going off into the distance here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of put up what I think would be some rugged mountains there. Just real loose. That's gonna make that line will disappear there. So I want these mountains to come down here a little more, and go off that way there. That looks pretty good. This sketch is just to show me where, you know, my sky's gonna be and whatever else I put in here. I kind of want this to be the vanishing point. So what I'll do is I'll have could have another hill right here that brings it closer and pushes that back. So it's just a hill right there. Now here comes where the river comes in. We'll bring it from back here, a river. And I'm going to snake it down here like this from way back there. Man, that looks cool already. Look at that. Look at that river. Some from way back in there. Maybe I'll bring it like from here around and then all through here. Wow. So it looks like here I could sneak some tall trees in right here. So what I'll have some bushes here, and I can sneak at least a few tall trees into the sky here. This side here I'll just put some smaller trees down in here. I'm not going to put them in. I might be able to sneak a tree like coming in off the side here and off the side here, but look at that. I could almost put like a sunset in here or something, maybe, you know, an orange sunset. But I don't think I'm that good at sunsets. I don't like putting too much color in my my skies. So these will be like hills coming down here. I'll have a few, maybe a few drop-offs in here, like a small ledge here. Which I can bring, that'll bring the water level down here. You'll have to wait and see what I mean when I get to it. We'll put a ledge here too. It's just a drop off down to the water. That's all it is. The water will be down here now. This will be like grass up here, and I could put a little ledge here. They're kind of cool putting these in your paintings. It really adds a lot to the painting. It's like a drop off, okay? And then this would be groundwork in here. We'll have this ledge come all the way around here. Something like that. It's almost like a canyon now. But I'll have the water will be down in here. Wow, that looks pretty good. I don't know if my chat's working. Let's see. I think it's on. Let me make sure the chat's on. There we go. pretty good sketch so far. I like it. Let me move this a little closer. I'll play a little guitar lick now that the sketch is done. That was a little classical and a little blues there mixed together. I kind of like both. I like listening to classical music, but blues. I love the blues. I've been using today. I used my Krejci brush. It's an awesome acrylic brush. It's really expensive, these brushes. It's a number 10 filbert. It's a lot stouter than the cheap ones I've been using. I use these soft ones because these soft ones are good for blending. Okay, so you gotta have some cheap brushes. They're really soft. These are they call them beginner brushes, but you need these for blending as well. You need something soft when you want to blend something. If you use this, you're going to end up with lines in it, you know. So you need both types of brushes. I'm just going to paint today. You guys can sit back and watch. I'm hoping my blue is light enough. I'm going to go ahead and make it even lighter. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. That looks perfect. I'm going to have to do a lot of clouds in this painting today because I have it, you know, turned sideways. This is a 16 by 20 inch, but I think this is going to come out looking good. I like what I got going on here. Man, yeah, I'm going to have some killer mountains here. I have some water coming from way back here and some cool trees going up. Wow. I wonder if I should put the sun in there. I wonder if I can do it. I'd want to make it orange if I did. I don't know. I don't know. Let me just I'll put a little bit of yellow ochre in here and see what happens. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I went to work early this morning. We had to unload the truck today. Today is Monday. Every Monday we have the semi truck comes. I work at Michael's. I get a discount on all my stuff there. So I'm always plugging Michael's. I mean, I get all this stuff from Michael's, the canvas. And I gessoed the back of this. That's why it's so tight. This canvas is as tight as a board. Because I put gesso on the back, believe it or not, black, so no light can get through there. And it's pretty awesome how tight that thing gets. This isn't the best easel. I'm trying to raise some money to, I need some new equipment. This easel's like probably 15 years old. It's not sturdy enough for me anymore because I like to beat the canvas, you know. Let me try a little yellow in here now. All right. I'm not sure if I'll keep it that way, but it's what I got going on right now, so. It's gonna be, it's not really bright because I don't like to use bright colors, unless it's an abstract painting, but that's why I made it yellow ochre. I want it like to look like a hint of, like it is yellow, but it's more of a darker yellow, okay? So it'll still might look like a sunset. Wow, that came out pretty good actually. I kind of like that. Let me put a few streakers in here. And then sometimes I'll put these streaker clouds in like this, and then I'll look at it and go, wow, that's all I need. But no, I'm gonna put some cool clouds in here, so don't worry. All right, there we go. There's my sky. Why do I still have the bubbles in? You guys should have told me in the chat. You still got the bubbles on. Yeah, if you guys are in the chat room, you can, it's okay. You can talk with me. I'll answer you. You don't. I'm barely starting to build up my membership, so I mean, it's very small right now. I've got 2 members because I just started doing the membership thing. I could have done it, I think, like when I hit 1,000 subscribers, but I didn't do it because I didn't really know how, so I just kind of learned how to do all this, the lives. This is all new to me. I know the live stream's been around for a while, right? But it's kind of like brand new to me, if that makes any sense. It's funny, like the TikTok, those things, your video, I don't have TikTok, but some of those videos can go viral on there, huh? Just like YouTube, like I got a few shorts, I got a short that's doing pretty good. I did an abstract time-lapse painting. It came out pretty funky, but people are liking it, so it's a cool technique I came up with. Somebody was asking, what is this? I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's just It's a technique, you know. You got to build upon it. So, all right, so there's my, I'm going to go with that. Some kind of river, and let me do these mountains now. I think I kind of want that one to be a light gray. Very light gray. I want to bury this mountain way in the back there. There we go. So yeah, I was telling you, like in the summer, I'm gonna try and get this operation out into the Seattle parks. I live by Discovery Park. I live right by the Puget Sound. I could I could walk down a few blocks here and I'll be right on the ocean around the Puget Sound. It's salt water. You'd have to look on the map to see how Seattle's orientated. The ocean water somehow gets all the way around to us up there by Canada. Then it comes down south. They call it the Puget Sound. And that's how the ships get in here to deliver all our Michael's products. There we go. Some big mountains there. This will be I think I'm going to turn this into there'll be trees up here, and this will be a grassy hill here, is what I want to do. So, it's looking pretty good. Desi. London, right on. Well, I've been painting, I think, since I started back in '95, but I was doing pop art back then. In 1995, I lived in Las Vegas, and I started off pretty good. I got asked to put my stuff into a gallery right away, pretty quick, because I was doing these cool pop art paintings that everybody wanted. They liked them. But then I quit doing those because they weren't giving me any pleasure, because I was just doing faces, people's faces all the time. A face pop art, which is it was kind of this is more from my mind right now, and I can do what I want. I got more freedom with landscapes. Plus, these still sell. I'm always telling people on my channel that you gotta at least have some. You gotta have some landscapes in your arsenal. Even if you do abstract, you gotta try and do some of these because they're big sellers still. when I go in the summer, we have like markets every Saturday. I didn't do a lot of them last year, but I did a few. But every time I set up, I was selling a lot of landscapes. I mean, it all depends on, the crowd, because Seattle's really big on art here. People love art here in Seattle. Las Vegas wasn't really a good market for art. Uh, but I mean, they had a few decent galleries, but Seattle's much better. People here, they'll go out on a Saturday and to go to a market and just to shop. It's pretty fun. If you've seen me paint before, I like to get my underpaint done. Just like this. I get my underpaint put in, and then I'll start designing the rest of it. But it's obviously going to have some clouds and some trees, and I might put a waterfall in here. I don't know yet. And I'll play my guitar a little bit. But as far as these landscapes, I've been doing the landscapes for a long time now. They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun. And I don't paint like from a picture or anything. The only time I'll copy something is like when I go out into the parks. I'll pick a spot and kind of paint what I see there. I'm gonna have a river coming from way back here. Cool. I got a map back there, Desi. I'll put a pin in the London there. Thanks for telling me, because I want to lighten this. I want to lighten that so it looks even further away. Ba-da-ba. Yeah, I don't know if you had I don't know if you're still on there, Desi, but if you went, if you could find like, uh, I was selling all my art back then on eBay. So if you could find out how to do, find out old eBay, uh, you could look me up, my name, and then you can kind of see the pop art that I was selling back then. I know there's a way to do it. It's pretty funny. I'm gonna run my light. I think I'm gonna run. Yeah, I'm gonna run it on this side of the mountain. It's a lot of snow, but I like that though. Sometimes you gotta get loose with your knife. You just gotta just slap the snow up there and just let it come off the way it wants to come off. So I usually put my snow on the right side. So today I'm putting the snow on the left side of the mountain. Which is a little different for me. Look at that. I kind of just threw that up there quickly, but I think it's gonna look okay once I blend it out a little bit. Yeah, if you guys are thinking about painting, uh, I'm trying to motivate people to, you know, to start painting. I got so many I got so many videos on my channel with all the techniques that I use are I have videos for every technique I do for landscapes. When I do these live streams, I'm pretty much just doing these for entertainment. Not for instructional, but I'll give you a few tips along the way. But these live streams are so I can get to meet you guys and talk with you on the chat room. That looks pretty good. I kind of like that. What I'm gonna do now. I was telling you earlier about you got to have a level 1 brush. This is a level 1 acrylic brush, but it's softer. Okay, it's good to use for like blending, like down here. I kind of want to blend some of this stuff to make it look softer. Just a little, just at the bottom of the mountain. Wipe your brush occasionally. It's the same thing you would do with if you were doing an oil painting, except you'd have a mop brush. Look at that. I really like that. I didn't think anybody would be on today because it said on my YouTube editor, whatever it's called, it said it was a slow day today. I could see there's some people watching. And I'll throw this on my channel. I'll let it upload when I'm done. That's pretty good. I'm putting a little time into this mountain because I want it to look good. Let me see if I can do something else here. So, like maybe right here, I want to create some kind of ledge right there. So you just take a little bit of like darker color, maybe gray, and I'm just gonna drop something underneath this white to make it look like a ledge or something. Just underneath the white part. See that? And it kind of looks like a ledge now there. It's going to help give the mountain some more dimension. Oh man, I should have zoomed this in a little more. There's my map back there. I get to put London on there now, right on. All right, there's the mountain. Okay. Now you see that little ledge I just put in there? It's going to help give the mountain some dimension. I'm going to pick out some key places in here I'm looking. Like maybe underneath this white. It usually helps like at the end of a white run, like right in here maybe. And let's see, maybe at the end of this white run here. There we go. Yeah, you can work on your mount. You can add more to it, is what I'm trying to tell you. Or you can leave it, the way it turns out like this. It still looks good, but there is more you can do to it, like what I'm showing you here. It's just a dark gray is what I'm using. Uh, like maybe to highlight this turn right here, like because I see like some kind of deal that's turning right here. I don't know where that came from. What is that from? I must have touched it with my hand. All right. This is really looking good. I like that mountain now. It looks like almost a ski resort now. You could ski down here. Bam. Wow. I really like that, man. That's an awesome mountain. I don't think I've ever done one like that. That deserves a guitar lick. Oh yeah. The blues. I got the landscape blues. Yeah. All right. Well, this is looking pretty good. I might as well finish off some of these clips real quick. I kind of like this here. These are definitely going to be like a canyon. Yeah, there was someone on yesterday that said I was inspiring her to, get back into painting. So I was happy about that. And I really, I suggest to learn landscapes. They're really easy. I mean, once you learn how to do a mountain and clouds and these hills, and I mean, you'll be able to paint just like me. I'd say within a matter of a month. I'm thinking, just watching my videos. I almost guarantee it. I wish there was like a millionaire out there that would like, because I got all these different names for colors and I got so many ideas I came up with to sell my own line of paint, acrylic paint. And brushes. I got so many ideas for brushes, they don't sell them, you know. It'd be, Bob Ross had oil paint. This is acrylic paint. It's a lot easier. I think people would love the acrylic more than oil. But I could be wrong. But I'd have to have like it would have to be some rich person that was willing to invest in it. And that loved art, you know. Besides wanting to make money, but they'd have to love art. Because I'm already working on a book, you know, how to do my technique and stuff. That wouldn't be hard at all. All right, I think for I'm ready for clouds, I guess. Ready for clouds. First, I want to fix my water up, though. This is, I can't wait for the summer, man, to go out into the parks. The only thing is, I did it last year, but it can't be windy. That's why people don't go outside with acrylic paint, because if it's windy, the paint just dries right away. It has to be a day that there's no wind. Oil paint, you can go out. They have those people that go out and paint with oil paint uh, because it doesn't matter if the wind's blowing with oil paint. The reason why I do acrylic also is because I sell my paintings at uh, different breweries here in Seattle. I hang them up there, and like if I did an oil painting, I wouldn't be able to sell it for like 3 weeks. It takes 3 weeks for an oil painting to dry, you know. All right, there, I cleaned up the water a little bit so you can kind of get an idea what these brown things are now. They're drop offs where, I mean, if you were standing up here, you could, you know, jump in. I don't know about, maybe those are like 10 feet 10 feet deep, maybe. It depends on how big I make the trees over here. I'm really digging this. It's really looking good. I'm gonna stop this hill here. I'm gonna turn that into trees up there, or I don't know. It'd be too big. These trees can't be that big, so I'll have to turn that into a yellow sky there. See, that's a little mistake I did there. I have to get rid of that green somehow. Oh, check this out. Man, I might be able to run a waterfall off this cliff right into the water there. Yeah, a waterfall off the mountain into the river. Man, that's going to look wicked. I can't believe there's only 2 of you watching. This painting's coming out awesome. It's amazing. Look at that. Let me show you some of my functions here. That's 8mm. This is the one I like. Some kind of silver thing. There's sepia. This is haunt. Those don't look too good today for some reason. I like the bubbles though. Man, those mountains came out great. All right. Enough playing. You guys came here to see me paint, I think. All right, look at this. Is coming out pretty good. What I want to do now is I got to decide if I want to keep this yellow because I got to fix this over here. Because, oh, you know what I could do? I could turn it, part of it, into a distant mountain. That's what I'll do. And then I'll only have to fix a little bit of the sky. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, I sketched this out with a knife with paint, and then I started painting it. I just got done with all the underpaint, and I just put the snow on the mountains there. I'm trying to fix this part of the sky here. There we go. I'll just make these distant mountains back here. Okay, cool. I'll have to fill that in with I think I'll put yellow ochre first, and then and then a yellow on top of it. I don't know if it's going to cover. All right. Well, I guess I'll leave it yellow. I guess I'll leave I might be able to put the sun in down here once I'm done. I'll make it pretty big so it looks cool, and then I can run some sunlight right down this river here. If I put it right in line with the river, right down the middle of the river. All right, it's time to do some bushes now. Some trees and bushes. Today I used burnt sienna with black in it to get my dark color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my trees and bushes in with dark, and then I'll highlight them with a lighter color. But I'm going to put them all in dark first here. I want these to be fairly small back here. Just some simple trees up on that hill. Okay. It's a different fan brush. Uh, all right, there's some distant trees there. I got the window cracked open in my room, and it's already making my paint kind of, dry up. Ba-da-ba. This is what I want to do. I'm going to put some trees on the edge of this river here. And then I want some big evergreen trees coming out of it. I don't know where I'm going to put my foreground. I really don't. I think this is going to be a small, it's going to be a faraway scene because, oh, I know what I can do. I can run a birch tree up the middle here, yeah, for the foreground. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, I know what I'm going to do because I'm kind of setting the depth for the painting right here. Like, I mean, if you were standing down here, you'd be really tiny because that's a big evergreen tree there. So I can't put a big tree up here. So I'm going to have to run like a few birch trees that go up through the sky here. It'll look all right. So the rest of this is just going to be small trees down here. I could make these bigger though. They don't have to be that small, but ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-da. I'm getting tired. I woke up early this morning, so I'm running out of steam. But I'll pick it up here in a second. Give me a second. I mean, I like the way it's coming out. It's just I just can't put a big tree in there now the way I did this. Unless I could put a foreground here, but I would rather have it over here to run trees in this side of the sky. I'm thinking. Let me see how this is looking. Wow. That looks truly amazing for an acrylic. Acrylic paint. Let me drop that waterfall in there real quick. See what it's going to look like. I kind of like that idea. let's see, we'll run it from here right into the water here. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, it's getting there, guys. I should use a knife here. I'm going to put some water in here just so you can see what this river will look like. But I'll end up using my knife down here. Man, it's really taking shape. Let me get some clouds up there. That'll keep your interest a little bit. So I'm using some cheap paint, so I don't know how good these clouds are going to come out. But I'm going to run some clouds from into the distance here. This is where the distance is because these mountains are further back. So I'm going to put a small cloud down here. A small cloud. And I came up with this thing, I call it the swoosh. You know the Nike swoosh? So I'll go up this arch, imaginary arch here, and each cloud will get bigger as it goes up now, okay? So now the next cloud here, I'm going to make it just a little bigger. And then even bigger. Yeah, it's looking all right. And I'll just fill in this top part here. You see how this looks. I might have to adjust it, but you see how that looks. Oh, almost. Almost got it. It needs like a small cloud in here. Even smaller. All right, I like that. Boo-doo-boo. Let me see how that's looking. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think this cloud needs to be a little longer here. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. I just need to put, I'll put some shadows on these clouds when they dry. And wow. It's time for the birch tree. What do you think? uh, all right. I can't tell if I got one like already. Cool. I'm gonna try some light gray down here real quick. In in reality, this I should have put red in there. I can still do it because if it's a sunset, the sun would be hitting the bottom of these clouds, and they would be like maybe either a purple color or a pink color. But I'll put it in gray first, and then I might change those clouds up a little bit. All right, there. Got a little gray in there. So what I'm thinking about doing is running like a birch tree straight up through the whole painting here. So it looked like there's something in the foreground, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. I probably won't get this finished tonight because there's a lot of things I want to do in here. Uh, there's still a lot I want to do. But it's looking good. I really like it. Plus, I'm getting tired. I'm glad you got to see some of this take shape, because ba da ba ba da 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 ba. Sorry guys, I'm usually a little more talkative, but when you put this paint on with the knife, you see the difference? See how it just lays on there? And it doesn't blend into the color. So this is like adding, usually at the very end of the painting, you would want to add this in with a knife to give the painting some extra boost in color. You could call it maybe sparkle. But see how it just lays on there, and it gives the painting some more highlights. Yeah, there we go. Or you can use your brush, but it'll be just a different look. That's all. But when you put this water in with your knife, look at the difference. See how it kind of just pops. That white really pops. So overall, I mean, it's a good painting. It's a good painting. It still needs a lot more trees down here, trees up here. Maybe I'll change the color of some of the grass up there. I'll put more. I'll put a few trees out here on their own, kind of like evergreen trees out here. There's a lot to do, but I'm just running out of steam. I'm going to come back and hit a little bit of white on these mountains just to make it brighter in some spots. Wow. All right, guys. I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. Like I said, I'm getting tired, but it's been over an hour, so it came out pretty good. Let me try and give it a front shot here before I go. Yeah, still needs a lot of work. Something definitely different for me. But if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff outside, like I said. I'm going to be changing the studio around so I got more room. It's kind of like I'm kind of cramped in here right now. And I'm working on getting a new recorder and a microphone, a new easel, a lot of stuff. It'll get better. The live streams will get more fun once we get more people coming in here and chatting. But look at that painting. I'm really digging that, man. I'll play a few licks to end the night. I've been painting the landscape all night long. Oh yeah. Right on, guys. There's the dance lights. It's time to go. I'm glad you guys showed up tonight. And I still got to work on this painting to finish it up. I'll post it on the community page once I'm done. I still might put a birch tree in the foreground here. I don't know. Or maybe a tree's off the side here. It needs a little more something because everything's too small. Maybe I'll make these trees just bigger. We'll see. But have a good night and thanks for tuning in. Cheers.